If you want to know how to make any size envelope for any card with any paper you like, please continue watching the video and you'll find out how. In this video, I want to show you how I make any size envelopes using only these tools: the scoring board, which is in inches, a ruler, which is also in inches as the scoring board, and one of these set square triangular rulers. Any of these two will do, but I will use this one because it has got this handle which makes it easier to hold. These are easy to find in any stationery shop or art material shop. First, I will make an envelope for this A6 card. This video was inspired to me by a video I show in the Stamping Style channel. This is a man who has very good videos, and one of them showed me the clue to start knowing how to make envelopes. I don't use the same method as he does, but the clue to find out how to calculate the size for the envelope was crucial for knowing how to make them with the set square. My method is really simple, and maybe at the beginning it seems a bit complicated, but once you get used to it, you will find it's really easy and quick to make envelopes with it. First, you're going to place the set square against the border of the scoring board. And then, if this is the card you are going to make the envelope for, then you place it against the square and make the corner touch the top of the scoring board, the border. Then get the ruler and measure from this point down there to the border of the scoring board. So it says it's 7 inches and 1/8. So this measurement is crucial to know the size of the paper we will need to make the envelope for this card. But to this measurement we will need to add 3/4 of an inch more. So the measurement was 7 inches and 1/8. We will need to add 3/4 of an inch to cut the paper for the envelope. So that makes it here 7 inches and 7/8. And so I cut a square paper, and each side should have that measurements: 7 inches plus 7/8 of an inch. And so we have the paper we need for the envelope ready. Now we place the piece of paper and the set square on the scoring board again, and we place it like this: the paper against the set square and the top corner touching the border of the scoring board. And then we place the card that we want to make the envelope for, and we place it so the top corners of the card touch the sides of the paper we cut. And it must be parallel to the scoring board border, so we place the set square to align it much better than made by side. It is great to check that everything is perpendicular to the border of the scoring board. And then we can mark 1/8 of an inch to the right of the card and to the left. So we score 1/8 of an inch to the right. So this distance will make the envelope to fit the card very loosely, and you can fit it in and out. So we make the same, 1/8 of an inch to the left. Now these two lines have been scored. You turn the paper like this, and you place again the set square and the paper so it's against the set square like here, and the top of the paper touches the top of the scoring board. And you place the card, but not the side we have just measured. Now you place the other side of the card, the shorter side, and you make the same. You place the top corners of the card against the sides of the paper. Once more, you make sure that the paper is placed perpendicular to the border of the scoring board by moving the set square and placing it the right way. And that is it. There it's perfect. So now, once more, you need to score 1/8 of an inch from the border of the card, like this, to the right. And it seems the card moved, so I will check it again and place it perpendicular, this border perpendicular to the border of the scoring board. So now I can mark again 1/8 of an inch to the border of the card to the left. And now we have the four corners here that we need to cut to make the envelope. So I cut them. Now it's ready to be folded. I don't like the look of that corner over here, so I just fold it, and so I mark where I must cut it, and I cut it. I will apply some glue here and here as well, and so our envelope is ready. Let me try how this fits in here. A great touch to the envelope will be having one of these round punches and rounding the peak here. It will look perfect. As this way of making envelopes is suitable for any size of cards and also any proportion, I'll show you now how to make some others. I have this folded paper here. Imagine I want to make an envelope for this one. I will use an A3 size paper. You can also use one 12 by 12 inches one. And then I do like I did with the one before. I place it the set square against the border of the scoring board. I place the folded paper to which I want to make the envelope for, so it's flush with the set square in a 45-degree angle with this line here, and then I measure from this corner down here to this corner to the border of the scoring board. Don't measure it like this. Don't do it diagonal. Do it like this, from that corner to the top of the scoring board, to the border of the scoring board. And so I can see that the measurement is 8 inches plus 3/4 of an inch. So to these measurements I have to add 3/4 of an inch more, which gives us 9 inches and a half. That's the measurement of the paper I need to cut to make the envelope. So we have the paper ready. We place it like this, 45 degrees from the top of the scoring board using the set square. Then we get the paper we are going to make the envelope for, and we place it like this so the top edges touch the sides of the paper we have just cut. And then to make sure we are placing it the right way, in parallel to the top of the scoring board border, then we place the set square like this, and we move it because this angle is right. I can see I have placed it correctly. I could have also made it this way, and then I see this line, this side aligns with the paper, so everything is perfect. And I score 1/8 of an inch to the right, 1/8 of an inch. Why do we leave that 1/8 of an inch? Because we want the paper to be, and to the left as well, we want the paper to be to enter the envelope very loosely, and so the 1/8 of an inch will help us to put it in. So we turn it around 90 degrees and we do it again, the same procedure, but now using the narrower side of the paper we want to make the envelope for. And again we check everything is correctly placed, and I mark 1/8 of an inch to the right and 1/8 of an inch to the left. Now I have to cut those corners away, as you see, and fold the score lines. This peak here, I don't like it, so I mark where I have to cut, and I cut it away. And now when you fold the envelope, you will see that the top, the lid of the envelope is too long. You can see, you can cut it any way you like, so it looks nice. Now I want to make an envelope for this little card. I know it is a square. It is 3 inches by 3 inches. So in this case I could make a trick. I could place the card like this and measure from the top to the bottom corner, but I don't need to do that because it is a square, and I know it is a square. I only need to measure the diagonal line in inches. If it was rectangular, this wouldn't be an accurate measurement, but because it is a square, yes it is. And now to that measurement I add 3/4 of an inch, and I cut the paper. In this case I will use silver paper. I cut another square, and now yes, we need the same procedure. Put the set square against the border, put the paper against the set square, and then put the card in the way that the corners touch the sides of the paper. Make sure you are placing it the right way, and then mark 1/8 of an inch to the right and 1/8 of an inch to the left of the border of the postcard, of the card. Now turn it around, make sure you place it with the set square, and do the same again. Make sure it is correctly placed, parallel to the border or perpendicular, align with the scoring board, and then mark a line to the right and a line to the left. And so now we're left with these little corners here we must cut. Now I can fold the envelope, and because this is a square envelope and a square card, I won't need to cut the peak coming out of there. So it is ready. I will glue it, and then I will punch the corner to round it, and I think it's a very pretty little envelope. So I can place my little card here. Now I want an envelope for this size of paper, which is an A4 folded in half, an A5 size. So I think this is the biggest envelope I think we can make it in this scoring board. So first place the set square, then place the paper and measure from the bottom corner of the paper to the top of the scoring board. To the measurement you obtain, you need to add 3/4 of an inch. And so that is the size of the paper, the square paper you need to cut to form the envelope. So I cut it, and that is the paper I have to place on the scoring board again, using the set square to place it in 45 degrees to the border of the set square. So I place the one side of the postcard I want to make the envelope for, and I make sure each top corner touches the size of the paper. I make sure it is aligned, and also then I score to the size 1/8 of an inch apart from the line, the border of the paper, and another 1/8 of an inch from the border of the card. Then I turn it for 90 degrees, and I make sure again I place it the right way, and then I place the other side of the card against the borders of the paper, and I make sure it is aligned correctly, and so I mark 1/8 of an inch to the left of the card, and I score, to the left of the card, to the right and to the left. And so I cut the corners that are marked like you see in the video, and I can fold now my envelope, which is nearly finished. I fold that peak there, and I cut it because I don't like that peak that looks, you can see there. So it's nearly ready. This time I want to make the envelope, so I can put it like this, the top flap inside the envelope. So what I do is I place it like this, and I know where I have to put the glue. Don't put the glue over where it touches the edges, or then you won't be able to slide the flap into the envelope like this. You see? Because the glue in the envelope hasn't got as far as where the flap goes into the envelope. And then I round the corners with a punch. And now I can try if the envelope works, and yes, it works perfectly. So, do you fancy these custom envelopes? They are very easy to make, as you have seen. Please press like and then subscribe to my channel. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe to get more manual ideas. And if you have subscribed already, thank you very much for your subscription and for liking all my manual ideas fancy looks. Bye!